Most of your fears aren't even yours. They've been instilled in you by things like demeaning words from parents or something a lot swifter, like an action or an event that shatters the innocence of a heart. Fear is the silent dictator of life. You hear people say, oh, I want to be confident, when in reality what they're saying is they don't want to be ignored. I want to work out, but in reality they just don't want to be rejected. Or I want to be happy, but they really just don't want to be depressed. People's character and identities are being built off of the holes of somebody they wish they weren't. Because scared people don't think, and scared people don't take risks. I used to be terrified of being an angry person. I mean, I had grown up seeing how explosive behavior and constant turmoil ruin not only my days, but it ruined the person walking through them. I was so terrified of becoming an angry person that it led to me being just constantly walked over all the time. Never stood up for myself. I mean, I was completely void of a backbone entirely. There's actually this instance in high school that always comes to mind whenever I talk about or I think about this sort of thing. Whenever I was a freshman, sophomore in high school, I played and practiced on the varsity basketball team. And at the time, I had just started social media, which back then was way less cool than it is now, thoroughly. It didn't help growing up in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky, so a lot of the upperclassmen would always make remarks or say stuff or mess with me. One day during layup drills, I was particularly frustrated with what this guy was saying, and so in response to that, in front of 5 or 6 of our other teammates, he decided to throw a basketball off my face to just see what I would do. I remember looking at him with, I can't even describe how many emotions were going on in my head, and he, without hesitating, looked at me and said, do something about it. I physically remember squeezing my hand so hard that it cut the inside of my palm from my nails. I was crippled with fear. As humans, we're hardwired to internalize that fear. I mean, if you list the emotions and the effect that they have on our brain, fear has the highest out of all of them, above love, above sadness, above anger, above anything else. It's ingrained in the very filter we see life through, and left unnoticed, it becomes the road that we walk on. And we think we're free when we choose, but the pavement gives us the options. All fear is concerned about is surviving. It keeps us fixated on the unknown and the anxiety of the future, and completely robs us of even considering the present. It's this never-ending search suggestion that always gives you the worst possible outcome for every situation that you're in. And most people have outsourced this thinking to news outlets or media feeds, never even realizing that your attention is the currency that you've bought it with. Now, attention isn't the only thing it takes away from you. It takes away all other possibilities of who you could be. Being great requires risk. I mean, it requires some form of sacrifice. And without breaking free from those chains, someone else will always be deciding your next step. And you completely miss the fork in the road that could have catapulted you into your dream life. It will take complete dominion over you, whether you realize it or not. It's almost as if there's a cap covering any creative faucet you have, dulling any light that you used to be or you used to walk in, where each and every dream and each and every vision is just blockaded by this insurmountable wall that not only keeps you from going, but it throws rocks down on you from above. There's no other pain like being 80 and wondering what if. You exchange your liberties for regret, all with this false sense of safety that isn't even really concerned about you and is fully absorbed and enveloped in making sure you never get rid of it. You see, the only thing fear is focused on is perception. Specifically your perception of it. It's narcissistic in that regard. Fear wants you to believe that it's real. It wants you to believe that it's bigger and it's scarier than it truly is. It's like a bubble that magnifies, but you can swipe away with the wipe of your hand. Fear is simply a perversion of information. It convinces you that you're coming to an end instead of the reality of coming to the beginning of growing, of truly growing. Now, courage is generally depicted as the opposition of fear, when actually it's not that at all. Courage is being able to act in spite of feeling that fear and in spite of being scared. All of your idols and the people you look up to have felt it and feel it legitimately to this day. The good thing is, though, that the first step to change is awareness. And with that awareness of fear's actual true nature and fear's truly little value, it can become a compass for what's important to you. It can change from a stop sign that it usually is to become a spotlight in your life and what you're called to and what you've refused to face. You have full power and capability to change. The only question is, will you? Will you limit the amount of fear-mongering media you consume that actually benefits off of your emotional instability and actually become an active participant in what you consume? Will you truly, truly sit alone with your fears so you can understand them and walk through them, to know why they're there and where they came from? Will you do one small scary act every day to move the needle of your life towards a version of your life that you're proud of? Or will you see the regret that's in front of you 5, 10, 15, 20, even 50 years down the line and just lie down as it inches closer to you? See, what you don't understand is fear shrinks when you face it. One of the biggest things that I want to get across to you, because I care about you, is that you're not a slave to fear. The more you can take the lies that are whispered in your ear over your lifetime, over the situations that you go through, over the people that talk about you, and you can replace those with the truths that God speaks about you and over your life, the more you realize the only way out of it is forward. You have to understand that the lack of a decision is a choice. But the good thing about that choice and about that being the state that you're currently in is it means that you have the ability to choose different. You see, your fear isn't a part of you. It's a parasite that mimics your voice so well that you've confused it with a part of your identity. You've allowed it to root itself in your character. Fear might be insanely loud, but it doesn't get the final word. You do. Seek progress over perfection. Seek obedience over results. And seek to make 80-year-old you proud. And all this could change, but I'm going to be honest. Fear won't stop chasing you. But you can stop running.